Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are safe, you are well, and you are with people you love who also care for you. Welcome to my chicken and garden update. The chickens are out today. They're having a bit of fun in the yard. One's hiding over there. Charlie's there. Grace's daughter is here. I really need to call you something other than Grace's daughter, but you're kind of like Grace too, and then Carolyn. And they're really enjoying being outside. The temperature here has been quite moderate all week. We're going to get some rain on Saturday and Sunday. I'm recording this on Thursday. And if you are watching this and going, are you okay? The answer is no. I woke up today with a very, very long QTC interval. My heart rate variability is very low. And my heart rate is really low today, which is a side effect of the medication that I'm on. But I do not feel well. And I have been muscling through today, not for any reason other than I live with a chronic condition. And when you live with a chronic condition, you have two choices. You just either carry on within your own means, which is what I've chosen to do, or you just end up spending half of your time not doing anything. And I am going to not do anything after I've finished filming. So this is the last couple of things I've got to do. So let's have a look at the garden and how we are doing. For some reason, this section has had some water and this section has not, which makes me think that perhaps my watering system is still very much misbehaving. But my zucchini is doing a lot better right now. My corn, I'm not going to get any corn this year, as you are aware, because of everything that's been going on in my personal life, and we've had family members pass and all kinds of other stuff. The garden's kind of gone to waste this year, and I've not really worked on it very well. But I'm okay with that because, like I say, we have to work within our means. And that's one of the things I've had to learn, is that there are some days when my body just does not want to do what it wants to do. And right now I can't feel my fingers on my feet. So yay. Look at the broccoli though. This is going to be great broccoli. It's coming out. This is going to be good broccoli. This is the first time I've actually had broccoli grow properly, and it looks amazing, and I like broccoli. So potatoes, broccoli and parsnips, I could live off those three things. I mean, I couldn't. That would be very nutritionally bad, but I could live off those in meals for a really long time. Also, the subject of today's video, and I was going to do a big show and tell about it, is that I just want my tomatoes to ripen. Some of the weather that we've been having, it's been pretty mild, but then we've had a couple of really hot sessions. It's caused some of my tomatoes to kind of wilt over on themselves, and that has impacted some of my tomatoes' ability to actually turn red. But right now, they're just getting larger, not redder. And I just want my tomatoes to start going red. The harvest will happen soon, I am sure. But right now, we're at this point where all of my tomatoes, every single last one of them, is still green. And these ones, I think, are probably the closest to turning, as you can see. They are thinking about it, but they're not there yet. And I have lots of cucumbers growing. I have lots of tomatillos growing. My peppers this year have been a bit of a wash. I don't know why. They've just not enjoyed being where they are in the greenhouse. I think next year I might need to move them towards the middle to help with that. But everything else is doing really, really well. And because of the stuff going on, like I said, I haven't had a whole lot of time in the garden. So I don't really have a whole lot else to show you, other than check out this sunflower is going to have so many heads on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe some more down here. That's going to be like in a week's time. It's going to look totally amazing, and I'm really excited about how that's going to look. The sunflowers at the front of the house, they're still recovering a little bit from the storm we had a couple of weeks back that took everything out. But look, they are just looking exceptional and amazing. And the bees, just look at the bees right here. Don't they look amazing? They're getting in there, doing their bee thing. These guys are in doing their bee thing. And so I've got all these bees here that are doing incredibly well. And then right at the front of the house, where my lavender is, just look at the number of bees there. Like, I have lost track of how many bees there are on there. I've been trying to count them every morning when I come out. And there's been upwards of 30 bees just on the lavender alone. And I kind of give up when I get to 30 bees. Some of you have commented that I haven't been mowing my lawn and wanted to know why. And the reason is that we've had such limited water here that I've wanted to try and keep the grass as tall as possible to help protect it from basically just drying out and becoming tinder box dry. And you'll see in the back here, I've managed pretty successfully. That has meant that I've got plants growing up and weeds growing up that I don't necessarily want. But I'm happy to live with that for a short period of time if it means that my garden is less likely to go on fuego when bad things happen. If the weather is nice this weekend and I'm feeling up to it, I might cut it. But otherwise, it'll probably be another week. Anyway, I need to stop and go inside. So I would love you to let me know in the down below what is going on in your garden right now. I would love you to tell me how your plants are doing, whether you have had to write off your gardening exploits this year or if you're starting to actually see, you know, good things happen. And let me know if you've had issues getting your tomatoes to ripen. I could have taken some bananas in there. I know that sometimes works, but this year nothing seems to be working. So I'm just gonna wait for my tomatoes to make their mind up to be ripe. And then I will have lots of tomatoes, and I will have so many tomatoes, I will not know what to do. So thanks for being the awesome positive change we need to see in the world. Don't forget to support us from $1.50 a month on Patreon, or send us an old-fashioned check or Ko-fi, or buy some swag from our swag store, like this cool t-shirt that I really like here. And I will see you back here this time next week, hopefully feeling like a normal human being instead of just like a shadow, which is how I feel right now. That's the closest thing I can explain. It makes me feel like I'm not really here and everything's really fuzzy around the edges and it's horrible. I very often make mistakes and I struggle with words and all kinds of things. So I've got one more video to film and then I'm going inside. So take care of yourselves, and until next time, keep evolving.